So your company is using AI. I mean, whose isn't, right? But what if I told you the single biggest legal risk you're facing isn't the AI itself? Nope, it's how your people are, or more likely, aren't, trained to use it. Today, we are diving deep into the massive and, frankly, often ignored liability that comes with bad AI training. All right, before we get into the thick of it, we have to get the really important legal stuff out of the way. This is for informational purposes only. It is absolutely not legal advice. The laws around AI liability are changing practically every day all over the world. So please talk to your own attorney or your corporate counsel to get guidance that's specific to you and your business, okay? Let's do this. All right, let's jump right in. We're starting with what we're calling the billion-dollar blind spot. And we call it that because, honestly, the scale of this hidden risk is it's staggering.
Just think about that for a second. One person, one employee, types one careless prompt into an AI tool, and just like that, poof, years of your company's most secret data, client lists, financial strategies, proprietary code could be out in the open. It's that fast. You want to put a number on it? Okay. According to IBM's latest report, the average cost of a single data breach has now hit $4.45 million. That's the bill for just one mistake.
But wait, it gets worse. That $4.5 million, that's just the starting line. When that data breach is because an employee misused AI, your legal liability can absolutely explode. Suddenly, it's not just a leak. You're now facing lawsuits over things like stolen trade secrets. You're in a whole different league of trouble.
So why? Why is this risk so much more severe? Well, it all comes down to a classic legal idea that's getting a major update for this new world. Let's talk about what negligence really means in the age of AI.
You know, we hear that word thrown around a lot, negligence. But what does it actually mean when you're in a courtroom? It isn't just about being sloppy. It's a very specific four-part test that lawyers and judges use.
And here are those 4 parts. It's simpler than it sounds. First, you had a duty of care. Basically a responsibility to stop predictable problems. Second, you breached that duty. You dropped the ball. Third, that failure caused the damage. And fourth, there was a real, measurable injury or loss. You need all 4 of those for a negligence claim to stick.
Now, let's plug this right into the world of AI. In this context, your company's duty of care is simple. You have an obligation to protect your sensitive data from the foreseeable risk of an employee messing up with an AI tool. And the breach? That's failing to properly train them on how not to mess up. It's that direct.
You might be sitting there thinking, okay, this is all just theory, but it's not. The courts are already laying the tracks for this, even if the train hasn't arrived at the station just yet. Let's look at the warning signs.
So let's be super clear here. As of right now, we haven't seen a court hand down a final ruling in a case specifically about a data leak from bad AI training. But, and this is a huge but, that doesn't mean the risk isn't there. The legal ideas are being built and tested in other very similar cases as we speak.
This chart shows you exactly how it's going to go down. For years, we've seen courts hold companies responsible for cybersecurity breaches that happen because of poor employee training, like falling for phishing scams. Well, AI is just the next step. The legal logic is identical. The only thing that's changed is the tech. And if you want a concrete example, a real signpost, look at the Scale AI class action. Now, that case was about protecting workers from seeing traumatic stuff during AI training, but its legal impact is massive. It established a precedent, and employers' duty of care absolutely includes making sure their AI-related training is adequate.
And this brings us right to the heart of our entire conversation today. If the courts are going to be looking at whether your training was adequate, we have to ask a really important question. What does that even mean? And more importantly, why do those generic off-the-shelf training programs almost always fail that test?
This slide pretty much says it all. Generic check-the-box training isn't just a waste of time, it's a legal landmine. It basically tells a court, yeah, we knew there was a risk and we did the absolute bare minimum. It's one size fits all, which means it fits no one. It doesn't teach your marketing team and your engineers about their unique risks. This kind of flimsy training could even get your cyber insurance claim denied because you didn't take adequate steps. On the other hand, effective tailored training, that's your legal shield. It's dynamic, it's specific, and it's defensible.
Okay, so we've established that generic training is a huge problem. So how do you actually build a program that protects you? Let's talk about the solution. Let's talk about building your legal shield.
It really boils down to these 4 pillars. First, you need crystal clear policies. What tools can people use? What data is off limits? Second, scenario-based learning. Don't just give them a rule book. Make them practice in situations that feel real. Third, you've got to have regular updates. AI changes by the minute, and your training has to keep up. And finally, you have to actually monitor and enforce the rules. A policy you don't enforce is just a piece of paper. Let me tell you a quick story about a hypothetical company X. An employee, totally trying to be helpful, used a public AI chatbot to help write a client proposal. They pasted in some confidential financial info to get it done faster. Well, that data was then absorbed by the AI model, leading to a massive breach, huge fines, and a lawsuit they had no defense for because their generic training never once mentioned that specific, totally foreseeable risk.
And here's the payoff. This is the good news. Check out this chart. One company we looked at went from 3 major data leaks in just 6 months to 0 for the entire next year. The only thing that changed, they implemented a real tailored AI security training program. The results really do speak for themselves.
So with all of this on your mind, the big question is, what's your next move? Let's look at the road ahead, because this whole landscape is changing faster than anyone could have imagined.
This is not a problem for 2030. Legal experts are predicting that the first real wave of these negligence lawsuits will start hitting the courts in the next year or two. By 2027, we're going to have clear legal standards set in stone. The window to get your house in order is closing fast.
So what should you do the minute you're done with this explainer? Here's your to-do list. 1. Take a hard look at your current AI training. Is it just checking a box? 2. Update your policies to talk specifically about AI. 3. Get your lawyers and your cybersecurity people in the same room today. And 4. Start building a real culture where people actually care about using AI safely.
And at the end of the day, it all comes down to this one question. You can't just ignore AI, because that's a huge innovation risk. But you also can't just ignore the liability, because that's a massive legal risk. The only way forward is to find the balance. So you have to ask yourself, is my organization really, truly prepared to do that?